Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aalborg, welcome to Denmark. I'm talking to you as the president of Ithf, the International Table Hockey Federation. 2022 has definitely been one of the hardest years for me as the president of Ithf. After handling with the COVID-19 pandemic, then a new conflict was going on, that is the conflict in Ukraine, meaning that we had to vote about in spring 2022 whether players from Russia and Belarus could participate in the biggest international tournaments, European Championships, World Championships and the ITHF World Table Hockey Tour. A majority of the national member federations decided that players from Russia and Belarus, because of the conflict in Ukraine, were banned from tournaments. The situation in Ukraine is terrible. I feel it myself because as one of my thing, I'm a teacher in the primary school here in Denmark, educating, among other things, young kids, boys and girls coming to Denmark from Ukraine with their mother, typically because their father is in the war in Ukraine. I've been to Ukraine myself, in Kharkiv, in Kiev. Fantastic experiences, meeting people from Ukraine, playing table hockey and having a lot of fun. Now this is impossible because of the situation there. It will always be the national member federations of ITHF, this is the way the democracy of ITHF is working, which have to decide whether there should be sanctions or not. This is not a job of the executive committee. The executive committee is consisting of me and 4 other people. This is a job for the national member federations of ITHF. Therefore, the executive committee decided to ask the national member federations, and they decided by voting through the delegates conference that there should be sanctions towards players from Russia and Belarus. It is a time with a lot of feelings. I hope and pray for the future that this conflict will stop, that we can meet again as we did in past, that players from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Denmark, Sweden, Finland and many other countries can meet and participate toward each other in table hockey. This is what have made my table hockey career, because I don't know how much of a career it is, but after all, some kind of table hockey career, very special. Here beside me I have trophies from Moscow Open 2014, one of the trophies which means very much for me because I won the veterans competition there. It was a big surprise, but it gives me some really great memories from table hockey tournaments in Russia, organized in a fantastic way. It was a kind of a table hockey show. This is what I like about table hockey. I have a memory here given to me after the great World Championships in Raubici in Belarus 2019. Memories standing here on in the trophy room in my home. Things I will tell my son about. So it is really terrible that it is not like that right now. I think it is a job of all the national member federations to consider what could we do in future. Because right now we are turning into 2023, sanctions mean sense. I hope 2023 will be the year where the conflict will stop, but I don't know. It could also be 24, 25. If this is going on, for example, 10 years, will we still then exclude players being in the best age from playing table hockey? Table hockey, which we created together to become not a big, huge sport, but after all, a sport with a lot of great competitions. A World Table Hockey Tour going on, World Championships and European Championships, where we are visiting each other all over Europe. I think we should consider how do we want to solve this if 2023 will also turn into 24 with the same challenges in the eastern part of Europe. 2022 was also the year where I again had the pleasure to visit Slovenia. I'm not traveling so much right now. I'm playing, but it's mostly with my son. It's not so much playing table hockey. And I can tell you that playing with a 2-year-old son is also really, really great and interesting. But table hockey is still going on, and in the summer 2022, it was great to visit Kranj, close to the Slovenian capital of Ljubljana, participating in the European Championships with a lot of categories, team categories, women, veterans, kids, the open category, and also open tournaments, both before and during the tournament. Really, really great organized. And for me, it is a special pleasure, because when I started to play table hockey, I had a vacation in Slovenia with a friend, and of course we should combine it with a little bit table hockey one evening in Mengeš, playing with some of the Slovenian table hockey players from past, but also very young people who are now organizing the great events, among this the European Championships. So for me it was so great to go back to Slovenia and participate in this tournament. And I must say to you, young guys mostly, also some older guys like Bernard Schlipp in my age, you did a great job by organizing European Championships 2022. Thank you very much, because nowadays there are not many countries who are able to do this and who want to do this. For my own country, yes, I want to organize such an event, but you should be sort of a team in a country, a team where you can trust everyone, that they are ready to do the great job when we get closer to the big event. So thank you very much to Slovenia. The next big international championship will be the World Championship 2023 going on in Norway. And of course, a World Championship in Norway brings to us a lot of expectations, because many of us remember the World Championships 2013 going on in Stavanger, or as they say in Canada, Stavanger. No matter what you call it, it will be great to go back to Norway again in 2023 to the World Championships in Bryne. We have great expectations, and we will all help each other, the referee committee, the executive committee of ITHF, and the organizing committee from Norway, to do it as good as we can to give to us a memorable World Championships 2023. As I said, for my part, it's not so much playing table hockey right now. A little bit in Denmark and a few tournaments outside Denmark. I hope I can go back again, and perhaps if my son is interested, to at least travel and perhaps playing a little, well, then we will take our revenge later on. But it is great to travel. It is great to visit each other, and this is what also makes table hockey great. The World Table Hockey Tour is going on, and many of you know that the World Tour is very special for me. I love the World Table Hockey Tour, with tournaments in many different countries, big, small countries, countries with a huge organization like Moscow here, but also smaller countries. It is really great. It is diversity, and diversity is what means a lot to me in the World Table Hockey Tour. Even though diversity, and I hope that many of the organizers will still choose their favorite tournament system and so on, then it should of course be a tournament system based on not coincidences and luck, but when promoting from stage 1 to 2 or from stage 2 to 3, it should be based on what did you do in the previous stage, and not, oh, I was lucky to meet the players promoting to my group. It's a little bit challenging in that way. So consider, when you make your tournament system, it should be a fair system, awarding people who did it great in the previous stage. I would also like to say to you that we have spots open for the upcoming championships. Not in 2023, because we're going to Norway there, but in 2024 we will have the European Championship again, and in 2025 the World Championships. If you're interested in doing this job, having the biggest event of them all in your country or your town, it is time now to contact me in the executive committee of ITHF, sending perhaps your questions, because it very often starts with questions. Could we do this, and what are the rules, and so on. So if you have an interest in organizing the European Championships 24 or the World Championship 25, contact us now, send your application, and we are ready to look at it and send it to vote among the national member federations. With these words, I will wish to all of you the very best of 2023. I hope for a better 23 and 22 concerning conflicts in our table hockey community. I hope for every player that soon again it will be possible for everyone to participate in exactly the tournament you want to participate in. This is the wish from me for 2023. With this, I want to wish you a happy new year. Onnellista vuotta, stasni novi rok, bulldog og evigt, snovim godom, godt nytår.